Hey guys, AuspiciousAussie here, and welcome to episode 9 of my Southampton series for Football Manager 2016. This is the end of season review plus a live com of the last game of the season against Everton. But before we get into that, let's go through the fixtures first of all. The previous episode was a live com against Hull, which was a 1-1 draw. We've had, again, not so great form really. We've had quite a few losses, but then we've also had a few wins. Um, and we're sitting in a decent position, but yeah, I'll go into that more in a few seconds or after this review of the fixtures. But the next game was Crystal Palace. We beat them 2-1 away from home. Iheanacho getting a brace for himself there, and Connor Wickham scoring for Palace. We then beat Fulham 4-1. Pretty impressive victory. They actually got relegated. Zivkovic, Iheanacho, Amobrieta own goal, and Gaston Ramirez with a penalty. We then lost 5-2 to Liverpool, another game which we conceded 5 goals in. Was really not upset, but just disappointed in the team. Seems like a bit of a common trend, but as you can see, the beast that he is, Mauro Icardi, managed to get himself 4 goals. Nathaniel Kleins, former Southampton player, also on the score sheet for them. Zivkovic and Martin Skirtle own goal for us. We then lost to Man City, but it was a pretty decent scoreline to be fair. We only lost 1-0 at home. Kevin Volland in the 38th minute got them all 3 points, and we, very well could have stolen a draw there, I think, but it wasn't to be. We bounced back, however, and put 5 goals past Tottenham. Absolutely amazing performance here. I was really happy with this result. I guess their goalkeeper, Vorm, didn't play too well. But they got their goals through Fernandez and Alderweireld. We got ours through Tadic getting 2 penalties, Bertrand, Balic and Fellaini. So 5 goals from 7 shots on target is pretty good, and that doesn't really happen too often for me. We then beat Aston Villa 2-1 at home. Pretty impressive result because they were above us at the time, and I think they still are, but it's not exactly the point. It was a good game against a fairly strong team. That's basically what I'm trying to get to. James Wilson with a brace and Adil Rami on the score sheet later on for Villa. We then lost 3-2 to Newcastle. James Wilson again with a brace within 3 minutes, and Stefan, who was a player I was interested in signing earlier. I think it was last season, it might have been. Yeah, I was interested in signing him, and Remy Cabella getting a brace for himself, and just couldn't beat Newcastle on the day. We then followed that up with a really, really disappointing loss here to Derby. They opened the scoring through CM de Jong in the first minute. I think it was like 50 seconds in. We then equalised through Tadic. As you can see, we probably deserved to win, but then Cornelius had a nice strike on goal, I should say, in the 34th minute. And 2 goals from 3 shots on target for them. And then it was 3 consecutive losses in a row. Really, just not a great, time in the season for us. I really wanted to finish strong, but we just couldn't do it. Andre Ayew with a brace for himself, and Butterfembi Gomez as well. Zivkovic got one back, but it was basically just a consolation goal. The next game was Watford. We finally managed to get a win. A 2-1 victory here. Tadic opened the scoring, Benteke equalised, and Callum Chambers off the set piece got us the 3 points, and a pretty important 3 points at that as well. The next game we could only manage a 2-2 draw to Leicester at home. Zivkovic opened the scoring in the 2nd minute, Mahrez equalised a minute later. He then got them in front with a goal on the 40th minute, and James Wilson managed to equalise for us a little bit later than that. So that basically left us in the position we're in now. We lost to Manchester United in the game I just played. Pretty straightforward though. Stones penalty. Carrillo got a brace within 4 minutes, and Fellaini managed to get one back for us, and against his old club as well. So we've had some decent fixtures. Tottenham and Villa, 2 very good wins there. And you got a couple of games we should have won. Derby we should have won, Leicester we should have won, and we would be in a lot better position if we had actually won those games. So not great, but not horrible at the same time. I'll go into the league table here. As you can see, we're currently sitting in 10th, and yeah, Newcastle are in 11th, 1 point behind us. So today's live com is going to be a very important game, and yeah, we basically have to win and hope that Newcastle lose, or we have to get a draw and hope that Newcastle lose, or draw. So yeah, Man City have won the league again. Arsenal in second, and well, I guess that those two can really change if they want to, and United could leapfrog Arsenal. But anyway, let's get into the live com today against Everton. I have changed the tactic up. Forgot to mention that, but I mean I've changed it 3 or 4 times throughout the season. Um, it's got its ups and downs. It is kind of an attacking formation, as you can see. The fullbacks are both on attack. You've got an inside forward on attack here as well, and it's worked well, but then it also hasn't, and that's probably got something to do with Geronimo Rulli. He's been in quite poor form. To be fair, both of my goalkeepers have been really bad this season, and yeah, I'm not too sure what to do about it, to be honest. And yeah, so today's lineup will be Rulli in goals. Sakai has nailed down the first team right back position. We've got Chambers and Font. Font comes in. He hasn't played much recently. Been playing Mathieu, but yeah, he played really poorly in the last game and gave away that penalty, or gave away a penalty. We've got Bertrand at left back. Definitely going to try and bring in a new left back next season. Bertrand's good, but he needs some competition, and I would like to bring in someone else for a bit more depth, because the only other left back we currently have is Mathieu. We have Ashley Cole as well, but he is, I'll show you his stats. He's retiring at the end of the season as well. And as you can see, he's got no strength, no pace. His physicals are just destroyed. And yeah. So then we got Fellaini and Classy as our two central midfielders. Juanmi will be our AMC in front of them. Zivkovic on the right as the inside forward, sorry, and Tadic on the left as a winger. Wilson will be up front as a complete forward. And yeah, Iheanacho the last few games hasn't been playing too well. And Wilson's been knocking in a few goals. So yeah, pretty good. The bench today will be Foster, Mathieu, Emeterio, Romeu, Davis, Ben Arfa, and Iheanacho. Let's do this, eh? It's a very important game. You know, we need to win, basically. That's all you can really say. A win will get us 10th place, and we'll achieve that goal set by the board for the season. So I'm going to tell the boys I want to see a better performance today. Of course, the last game was Manchester United. I wasn't expecting us to win, but I would like the team to try and perform a little bit better here today. Okay, so the first highlight goes to Everton with a corner kick. It's cleared away. It's a good block in there by Classy. Coleman now. Denswell. Saponara. To Barkley. Shoots, but that's wide. Well, it's actually a good save by Rulli. And it's another corner for Everton. And another corner. Tadic put it wide. Put it out. Baines again. Cleared away by Chambers. But Lukaku's on the ball. And that's the end of the highlight there. Alright, we've got a free kick with Classy here. Plays it short. Chambers. Back to Classy. Juanmi. Still Juanmi. Plays it out wide, but gives it away. That's a disappointing ball. Font comes in and gathers it though. Classy to Zivkovic. Juanmi. Fellaini. Moving the ball nicely here. But we just give it away once again. That's not good enough, really. And Everton are on the counter-attack. They've got 3 men over here. Cleverly crosses it, and that is 1-0 to Saponara. It's his first goal of the season. That happened last year. Last season. A guy scored his first goal of the season against us in the last game. Okay, so we're playing like absolute crap at the moment, so I'm going to put some opposition instructions. Well, I'm just going to get my assistant to do it. We're also going to change something else. We're going to change the Zeppelin playmaker to support. That's how I usually have the tactic. I don't usually have it on defend, but I put it on defend for the last game against United. Tadic, come on mate, do something. Bertrand, come on, classy. Zivkovic, shoot. Wilson, it's offside. Wilson's always offside. He finds it very, very hard to stay on side. He's probably had he's scored 15 goals this season. He's probably had about 15 offside goals as well. Offside highlights, I should say. Bertrand to Juanmi, Tadic. Can we get the breakthrough goal that we need? Wilson shoots and he scores. Get in. We get the equaliser. There's his 16th goal of the season as well. Good stuff, good stuff. And we score from our first shot on target as well. That's good, that's good. And that will pretty much be half time there. Alright, so I'm just going to tell the boys they've been unlucky. Hopefully they'll react to that in the second half. Okay, so we've got a couple of players not playing too well. Font and Fellaini are both playing quite poorly so far. And you got Everton making quite a few substitutions there as well. Might look to make one of my own here. We might bring Romeu on, even though he's not match fit. But we'll bring Romeu on for Fellaini, and I think that'll do for now. Everton with the throw, but we get it straight away. Wilson to Juanmi. Plays it out wide to Tadic. Lots and lots of space here for him on the left wing. Can he cross it? Yes, he can, but it's a poor cross. Jagielka probably will clear it here. No, he passes short to Lennon. And we get the ball back through Bertrand, who intercepts. Oh, but that's a good tackle by Lennon. He's in behind here, and he scores. Oh, that's just not good enough. It really isn't. Okay, so I got some tough decisions to make here. I guess I'll leave things how they are now. Zivkovic, almost a good ball there. Romeu plays it out wide to Sakai. Will he cross it? Yes, he will. Zivkovic, oh, it's blocked. Zivkovic with the corner. Chambers almost gets his head on it. Well, he does, but he puts it wide. Alright, so we've got 10 minutes to go. I'm just going to go attacking because why not? And, yeah, there's not really much I can do, to be fair. I guess we can bring Matthew on for Font. That's about it. It's not going to really make too much of a difference in the final third anyway, so yeah, looks like we're going to get another loss here today. Jonathan Rulli playing a 6.4. It's pretty much always going to happen if he's playing that poorly. That is really disappointing because that will probably mean that we'll finish in 11th position. No, it doesn't. We finish in 10th. Okay. So I'm guessing Newcastle lost their game as well. Let's see. Where's Newcastle? I guess they must have lost already. Oh no, sorry. There we go. West Brom beat Newcastle 2-0. So that does mean we clinch 10th position. And of course, we kind of achieve our goal. Oh, wow. I'm in the sack race. Lovely. Despite being in 10th. So, yeah, we get paid 20 million, just over 20 million for finishing in 10th place. I'll go over the appearances very quickly, and we'll have a look at that. As you can see, Wellington Silva played absolutely amazing. I think it's probably about time we can offer, yeah, we can offer the two boys work permits now, and hopefully we'll get them back with work permits for next season. But anyway, yeah, he got 6 games started, 7.95 over in Bulgaria. Dusan Tadic was our best performer this season, 37 starts, 1 sub-appearance, 14 goals, and a 7.24 match rating. James Wilson just in behind on loan from Manchester United, 18 starts, 12 subs, 16 goals, 7.15. Sakai had a massive, second half, last third to the season. 15 starts, 6 sub-appearances, 7.10 match rating. Bertrand, again, played very well. 36 starts, 2 goals, 7.10 match rating as well. Zivkovic, just a little bit lower. 30 starts, 2 sub-appearances, 7 goals, and a 7.08 match rating for him as well. Romero started 4 games over in Baro, or at Baro I should say, in Bulgaria, and got a 7 match rating. Fellaini just under 7 with 18 starts, managed to score 2 goals and got a 6.96. San Emeterio here kind of lost that first team right back spot, but he did start 26 games, got 1 goal and got a 6.93. Callum Chambers, of course, we bought him in January from Arsenal, brought him back to the club, 17 starts, 1 goal, 6.90 match rating, and he was our best centre-back performer of the season. The other performer was our captain, Jose Font, 24 starts, 3 sub-appearances, 1 goal, 6.90 match rating as well for him. Just under that is Balic, and he'll probably be the last player I go over. 19 starts, 2 sub-appearances. He was out injured for a while, and he's currently still out injured, so yeah. 2 goals for him and a 6.88, and yeah, nothing else really to mention. I will mention the goalkeepers though. We've got Rulli here, who played a 6.75 over 35 starts. That's not good enough. You need to be, for a goalkeeper, they don't usually get over 7, so I think a 6.90 around there is, good enough to probably get top 4. But that is just nowhere near good enough, and I expect better from him. He's a quality player, and it was his first season at the club, so maybe we should give him a chance and see how he performs next season. Fraser Foster only played 6 games, got a 6.63, so that's horrible. I'm going to look to sell him. He is 29, and yeah, definitely want to get rid of him. I'm probably going to let a few players go. Matthew we might let go of. He's 33 now. Foster, Carrick, and Davis. We'll probably let all those players go. We also will probably try and sell Zambrano because he's just been complaining, and he's kicked up a massive fuss with all the boys in the locker room as well, so not too good there, but that's probably about it. Of course, we'll hopefully get the 2 new boys in, Silva and Romero, and hopefully things will look a little bit better for next season. Another thing I forgot to mention, I'm not sure if I got the job in the last episode or not, but I got the Australia Under-23 job, which is pretty cool. Obviously, auspicious Aussie, I'm Australian, and hopefully I can qualify for the Asian Under-23 games, the Asian Under-23 Cup I think it's called. We've got a very easy group, Northern Mariana, Hong Kong, and East Timor, all very, very easily beatable teams, and that'd be nice to qualify for that and hopefully challenge. Of course, there will be some decent teams in the competition, Japan, South Korea, China. They're all very decent teams in Asia. And then your other teams like Saudi Arabia and stuff like that. Yeah, hopefully I can stay with the under-23s to the next Olympics. I think it's in 2020, so like 3 years' time. And the Asian Under-23 Cup is next season, I believe. Possibly. So yeah, that's pretty good. A top goal scorer obviously was James Wilson. I mentioned that before. Dusan Tadic, highest average rating. We went over that. Yeah, Zivkovic got the highest assists, which is interesting because I would have thought that Tadic would have gotten it because Tadic is our free kick taker, and I think he's one of our corner takers along with Zivkovic. Best pass completion, Jordi Classy. Very interesting. Borgia was the only player sent off in the season. And Fellaini picked up 10 yellow cards, only after being at the club for about, 5 months or so. So yeah, pretty interesting. The overall balance with the finances is at 160 million, so very good. And our transfer budget is 118 million at the moment as well. So very good stuff there. We'll have a look at the league table before I leave you guys. As you can see, Man United did leapfrog Arsenal, as I mentioned before. Man City won the leagues two seasons in a row for them as well, which is quite good for their dominance. Of course, that was last season, so they kind of dominated this season. You know what's that? 8 points ahead of United. Sorry, so it's quite a bit of a margin there. And yeah, the other three teams are all pretty close, with Chelsea on 81, Arsenal on 83, and United on 84. So that's going to wrap this season up, guys. I hope you have enjoyed it. Obviously, not the best season, kind of a rebuilding type season. You know, we sold probably our three best players, and the two players I tried to bring in January when we were struggling, both couldn't get work permits, and that kind of threw a massive spanner in the works. As you can see, Silva kind of looks amazing, and really hoping that those two boys can get their work permits, as you can see there. So that's going to wrap up the episode, guys. Drop a like if you've enjoyed it, and I'll see you in episode 10, which will be pre-season. Goodbye, guys.